we ran into a little problem. Somebody, for whatever reason along the way, welded this shaft to this gear, which it's not supposed to be. The dog slides one way and grabs that, and then it rotates this shaft one way, and then when it goes that way, it grabs that and goes that way. This is supposed to be free. So I took my cutoff wheel, my angle grinder, die grinder, and broke the welds. I don't know who did that. They obviously didn't know how this functioned, but this hasn't worked probably right for a long time. Another thing is, this gear is not right. This is not an original gear. I have, he did include, when I bought the lathe, this is the gear that's supposed to be here. And there's a little fork that goes in here to slide, to disengage the actual drive itself. This just had a collar on here, just to hold it on, which obviously he didn't. I don't know what happened or what he was doing, but definitely did not know what he was doing. He didn't know a lot less than I know, and I don't know a lot about this, but I saw that this wasn't working. So I thought, well, these welds onto this ain't right. This is supposed to float, because it wasn't engaging the single tooth. This little guy is on both sides, and it's supposed to engage one side or the other, and it wasn't getting this side, and he welded this. So I don't know what the deal was, but we're going to get her done, continue this. You know, the next thing is, this casting is quite heavy. I got to get it outside and degrease it, and get all the paint off of it, and paint it up, and continue with this project. Now, this I wanted to show also that this bearing is not original. It had a Babbitt bearing in it. Somebody, when they rebuilt it in '48, they put a bronze bearing in it, which should be leaps and bounds better than the original Babbitt. It may not wear as well, but I should be able to obtain faster speeds with this lathe and easier to adjust this. So I've done a little bit of research, and they didn't come with this. I don't know if Hendey did it a long time ago when they rebuilt it in '48, but it's an interesting thing to note with this lathe. So I just wanted to show that. All right, thanks for watching. All right, well, I've spent some time cleaning this gear up, deburring it. This is the original gear that's supposed to go onto here. Problem is, this gear, somebody replaced this gear with this one and just screwed a shaft in, and so the drive was on all the time. That's not how this is supposed to function. The reason why this gear is no good, there are several teeth that are swayed or bent to one side, and no matter how much I keep taking off of it, it's not, I can't get this to mesh properly, and I don't want to ruin. See, this is just not, it's not going to work. So part of it meshes okay, but then you get to the bent part and then it won't mesh. So I'm just like playing with myself if I continue with this. So what we're going to attempt is I'm going to bore this gear out and then put a key so that this will function, and I'll actually put some groove in here for that little lever to push this away so I can disengage the drive, the gearbox. So, and another thing is, I don't know, I've been looking at this, I know that this pin, it's the other end of the pin, it has a washer and it's pushed up. It's a washer pin is what this is. What I'm having a difficult time with is understanding how to take this apart. I can push the pin down. Well, maybe, yeah, I guess I can push the pin down and then pull this straight out, and that may do it. And then so I can clean it all up. And it's actually a decent day today, but it's supposed to rain, so I've just been screwing with this. And well, let me get started on boring this gear out and see where we go from there. Alright, thanks. Alright, we're at the closing my big lathe, and I've got an indicator on it. This chuck is an adjust through. It's a Bernard, it's a 6-jaw, it's a good chuck, and I've got it indicated pretty good, about a half a thou, and that's good enough for this purpose. And we're going to drill it and bore it and do some other interesting work, and we'll be back. Thanks for watching.
sunny, continue nice tomorrow, a little bit cooler with
Well, it looks like it's going pretty good. I'm taking about a 15th out cut. I don't know, about 350 RPM. It's a good, I think I got it set at about, I don't know, 8 thou per rev for feed. Let's leave it an okay finish. Cutting pretty good. I can't see it too good when you zoom in, but it's throwing chips. All right, let me get some more of this done, and then we'll get back to this. Well, it looks like the last cut. Go real slow. Turned up the RPMs a little bit. Get a smooth finish because this that gear slides on this bearing when you disengage. So we're looks like we're almost through. We're through. Let's see what we got. That doesn't look too bad. We're close. That's
My upstairs neighbor's pipe breaks and floods my place. Replacing my stuff is their responsibility, right?
That's not bad.
That responsibility is all yours.
It's a little tight. We're gonna go back and
Well, that
would still be on you because it's in your apartment.
I guess we can
Insurance.
Their insurance only covers their
take a
ceiling
spring
floors and
cut
walls.
here.
Your possessions on the inside, those are your responsibility.
Okay, I get it now.
And,
it's like the PB&J. He's responsible for the bread.
let's see. Put some oil in there. Alright. Nice and slow. No, I don't think it's doing anything. Give it a little bit more. Half thou or something here. There we go. Yep. We got a. It's cutting very slight. So it's rolling. Alright, let me shut this off and I'll get back to it and see how it fits. Alright, we got done finished with that. Let's see how this fits. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Nice. Perfect. No wobble or very little. And it slides back and forth. This gear just will slide to disengage. The other part actually turns inside here. This is the bearing actually. This just slides on this shaft. I got to cut a key now. I'm going to have to figure out how to do this. I think I'm going to do it in the lathe and just use the carriage and just cut a keyway in there. So alright, well, stay tuned. Alright, I made a tool and seems to be working quite well. Let's put the camera down, see if you can see that. Just go in and out with the carriage, dialing the cross, couple thou, pass. Seems to work very well. Take several passes per cut to clean it. Make sure that there's no nothing funny going on here, but you get the idea. Seems to work okay for what I need. It's going to probably take a little while, but it's acting like a shaper. It's taking a nice clean cut. We're cutting a key. All right, let me finish this and then we'll continue.